Hey there, Selective Collective, trying to get that to stop bouncing. Apologies. This is Kim here to do your reading. I hope you're doing really good today. Thank you for joining me. The energy, woo, the energy. Let me tell you. So, first of all, big thank you for for being here. If you like the video, give it a like for me and subscribe because I'd love to have you back here. Thanks for all of the support with the private readings. I will be doing those today, the ones that I've gotten in. And if you would like one, the information's in the description box below. You get your link within 48 hours, and I really appreciate you for purchasing them. Okay, so the message that I was getting, I was about to do Cancer's reading, and then this message came in, and the more I thought about it, I thought about doing it for their reading, but I was like, you know what? This sounds like a collective message. So let's just say that, because it can be talking about world events. What I was pulling through was a metaphor. It was a metaphor made symbolic by something that happened. It's not anything big. It's real simple. It's that I saw a cat, or the cat. I saw a cat. I saw two cats chasing one fly, and one of them was a lot better at being able to keep their eye on the fly. And then the message came to me, eye on the fly. Keep your eye on the fly as best as you can right now, because something feels chaotic. It feels like we could be bombarded with, like, prediction-wise, what's coming through is we may be bombarded by natural disasters, politic, tariff war, economic BS that everybody ends up getting affected by. We're going to get different scandal stories coming out, and it's going to feel like you're having to look at a fly. Like, the moment that you're over here and you decide, I'm going to learn about this issue or digest what I've just seen, something else is going to happen. I'm not trying to doom. I don't think it has to all be something bad. I just think that they're going to be big events that it's going to be very hard to stay focused. This is the year, that adds up to a 9. All right, let me tell you, I'm a life path 9. I don't know if others of you are. It's not an easy life path. It's not an easy life path, and this is not going to be an easy year. And I don't sugarcoat things, but I do let you know that there's always a harvest with this number. There's always something big that comes to you, but it can be you can feel extremes. And a big thing about that number, the number 9, especially if you're a life path number 9, it's not that you have to be, but there should be, for the whole year, a focus on philanthropy, service of how. I'm not talking about like how government can help you. I'm talking about like how you can help one another is big, as far as the message. Huge, big time compassion, big time. I'm helping people, during a time of struggle, wherever you may be and whatever the need might be, your light is really going to be needed, as 9s represent things coming to a close. And so you're going to be needed. You could take it as a 5 and a 4, if you think about it. Big changes within how things are structured, or how your structure looks like to you, what that looks like to you. So big changes in those regards. And it's going to feel like trying to keep your eye on a fly when it comes to, I feel like, events and news and things like that. It's always going to be one thing after the other, a little bit more intense than even when we went through the corona thing. And I feel like it's going to be even more intense than that. And I don't think necessarily it's because of the bigger, why can't I talk, the event or situation is. I don't think it's going to be because of all the little things that just kind of add up. So that's what I'm getting for everyone. So let's see what else What other message? I hope I didn't go on too long about that, but it was their message. I mean my spirit guides and my angels, and I'm sure that they have, just like I do, spirit guides we have not been introduced yet from this perspective on our timeline. So they might be helping too, and you don't even know it, or giving you information. I've seen 2 cards so far that have popped out to me. It was the androgen and the card that represents the new experience. I think it's called the Virgin's Milk. And now here we have like another new experience. Sun Splendor. Yeah, well, when you're closing a door, you're usually looking forward to wherever you're going. Or you know that you're going in a different direction, or you're going to another room, you know what I mean? So another phase, you know, you're gonna. So I feel like there should be some excitement around that, you know, for everybody, for everyone. Oh, nice. Alchemical Wedding. I saw this one, Saturn and vinegar. Vinegar look like well, so that yeah. I mean, it obviously looks like we're going to have a celebration of coming together with ourselves. There's some heavy decisions that are going to be made. There's financial and times restrictions, karma that we're busting through, that we are succeeding at sending it well along its way. You know, thank you for whatever lesson that you had for my soul. I know I can trust in the divine, right? So I can trust in the divine that any kind of hard choice or decision that's going to occur in my life, it's going to occur because ultimately it's leading to your expansion, your celebration of your soul. Vinegar might in this, because this is a collective read, it's for the world. I mean, really, it is. Even if it's like one person from each country, like, great. Because then the message is out that there might be some hard things to see. There may be some things that we could have a very strong tendency to slip into. I'm resentful. I'm angry, upset. I'm holding on to that. That could be that energy. But I'm picking it up as more of a, there's going to be some tough things to see. Big decisions. Big decisions. Alchemical Wedding is a reason to celebrate because the elements of the masculine and the feminine come together and they make a celebration, right? I mean, it's just obvious. So you have the right amount of gentleness and grace and beauty and compassion mixed with that masculinity of let's put something into action. Let's be assertive. Let's do this, you know what I mean? So that those two main energies that make up your whole, you know, so your whole life force energy being at balance is going to bring about celebration. And it may be during tough times, and especially talking to the empath, especially talking to the light worker who is here with a reason as to be here. It is your light, but what is that light? It's from your energy. It is from your soul. And so when we've managed to balance our energy and you are sensitive, not only are you going to, well, maybe be exposed to more here in this lifetime, in this of what's going around you, but you'll have more capability to handle it too, is what I'm getting. It can be overwhelming because these things can all be things that are happening not necessarily directly to you, but that you see around you. Empathy, it can hurt sometimes. Sometimes the energy shifts are going to be that, as if there's a whole country hurting, you as a light worker are going to pick it up, and it's not going to feel great to you. And it's not an easy shut it on and off thing. Not with a lot of people, but especially not with what I consider the light workers. The ones that know that there's a purpose in spreading love and light. It's not cheesy. It's not ignoring that there is darkness. It is absolutely, this is what makes things better. This is what makes things grow. This is divine wisdom, divine knowledge, and it's all coming together. Because, like I say, number 9, there's a reward, there's a harvest, there's something you're going to celebrate. And I just feel like it's going to be difficult, but something that you absolutely can handle. And I'm by your side. I'm 100% here. I have your back. So we can celebrate this together, you know. Nice. And we are guided with the benevolent guide. We are always guided. Yeah, that they're wanting to say this. They're bringing up the the tie-dyed sheep of the family. Stop calling yourself the black sheep of the family. You're the tie-dyed. You're eccentric. You're sometimes not cast out, but voluntarily cast out. Voluntarily taking a cue from spirit or guidance to go within. Come with me, they say, and we may go into isolation. We may go, maybe it's just a retreat to the woods it'd be lovely for like a few weeks. If you could do that, take a step, take a breath, be the tie-dye sheep of the family. Oh, yeah, big time. That's confirmation. I just got into my, I just started, I guess my mind's eye, I started seeing a rainbow. It linked me to a video, a YouTube. Oh, I want to say his name so that I can quote that it's his channel. It's a channel for light workers. It gives just different transmissions from different people, and it's read by Paul White Gold Eagle, or White Gold Eagle. I'm pretty sure that's it. And he's really good in the last transmission that he did, because of course he's like, it's open. He's actually quoting other people on his channel. There was a channel that came through of the rainbow codes, changing DNA, rainbow codes, and that is what's coming across when they're saying tie-dye to me, and that you're being guided. Okay, this could be a celebration of an upgrade within the body, as this definitely looks like chromosomes, doesn't it? To me it does. Looks like chromosomes. Oh gosh, that song, because I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is, what, smoking a cigarette. One hand in my pocket. What else does she say? Oh man, I went to her concert. It was my first concert, really. I was so young. I was like 13, 14. And I never forgot that. It was so great. But the hand in my pocket, I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is giving a high five. There's something about trying to, well, they're showing me a person putting a hand in a pocket, and they're saying, isn't that like, start adopting some relaxing posturing. And that's also going to help you with stress, because posturing, how you sit, especially if you're able to take some deep breaths, put your hand in your pocket and be as relaxed as can be during this time, is similar to like when I do my yoga. I don't do any kind of rigorous anything, but I have noticed that just 15 minutes of my yoga, it gets the energy moving so nicely. Really, that's more recommended, but if you could, but little things add up. And if you've got one hand in your pocket while you're walking around, maybe you take off your shoes and you get grounded, you know, on the earth. Put your feet in in the grass, wiggle your toes, or something to make you realize that you're part of this part of the world too. You are one with it all, but like identifying here, there, and everywhere is going to be difficult. And so that's put one hand in your pocket. Put one hand in your pocket and walk with spirit. Walk with the divine. You will be taken care of no matter what. It says it, it's prophesied. That's one of the biggest prophecies, is that people like having a belief. There is some comfort in knowing that something really cares about you, and it is this energy that we're all made up of. And this energy, it wants to take care of what it vibrates best with, what it knows has purpose and has light. Remember, the divine sees your heart, not what man can see, and not what man can act. I feel like not what man can even conceive of. Some people are beautiful light workers, healers, that have suffered harsh judgment upon this earth plane, that have not been recognized for anything good because of the pooling of negativity. And that's something that will change, has to change for evolvement. You don't just toss out things when they don't work right. Not if you want to be resourceful. Not, if you're a company, you really don't want to have too much waste. Why? Because then you're more efficient, you make more money, whatever it is, whatever the reason is. And that happens to people. And so you have to have faith, no matter what tie-dye sheet position you're in, that the divine is going to deliver you something truly amazing for your dedication to your divine path. Always knowing, even in the face of adversity, even when people and energies were trying to pull you down or didn't want to see you rise, that you are part of the divine light. You are part of the group meant to bring this. I know I keep going on and on about that, but I feel like it's very important. Sun splendor is the reward from the divine. That's how I'm going to read it with this reading. Some of you all are really going to be mastering timeline shifting. Maybe even possibly being able to see multiple different timelines or potentials or possibilities. Maybe we're starting to see those in a brighter light, or we will be. Woo! These are like opposites. Opposites. Okay, well, opposites attract. Separating. The energy separating. The energy separating. Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, if they want me to go there, the Bible usually talks about day 2 as being, which I'm sure we get some of our numerology definitely from that, but the splitting of everything, light and dark, good and bad. It couldn't all be mixed together. It had to be separated, and it was done on day 2. And day 2 is chaotic. It's chaotic. It doesn't say anything good about it. It says it had to be done. That's what it says. So this continued separating of energies, this from that, it is going to be, I feel like it's going to be easy to want to put a label on it as good or bad, right or wrong, this way or that way, but they're just showing me there's many paths available. Putting a judgment on different paths, yours or anybody else's, is might take away from the fact that you can find good in all, in every single path. So that judgment, taking the judgment away from what is going in one direction, what is going in the other, and finding a spot that feels comfortable for you in that energy is what's really important. And they're saying with the Earth's heart that the deeper you explore, the more you're open to, okay, the more you're open to, maybe I'm wrong about something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe my view of, maybe I'm holding a deep-seated belief that is stopping me from attaining some pretty big goals on my bucket list. What are those things? What are those things I could be wrong about? With Saturn, I definitely think that's going to be an issue with some of us. Maybe all of us on some level of where is it that I might have been wrong and what can I do about it? So that might be also a separating from certain energies that you're awakening to are not in resonance with the harmony of the timeline that you pick, that you are going to feel more comfortable with. Right? One hand in your pocket. You will find something buried. The deeper that you go, the more you explore. Yeah. So you get through goodness, but you go through you're going somewhere that's not been explored with the Earth's heart, right? You're going somewhere that's not been explored. You have already experienced some of the really great things here on Earth, according to here's spirit, here's kind of like Mother Nature, here's wheat or harvest, eating good, here's gold, found it in little amounts, and then you found even bigger amounts. Then we go to the mud, and then we go through maybe some stone, some rock, some hard times, right? Hard, literally, through stone, through rock. Have you ever seen, though, a seed grow a flower through the cracks of concrete in a driveway or in a building? And it's kind of an amazing, beautiful thing to see, right? Because you recognize already by looking at the plant how much energy it took for it to not be able to see the light, but know that it's up there. It's out there. Oh, I just got to get through some pretty major stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's go to the 108 deck. I like the worldly energy reads for you all. I resonate with them. I feel like with this group, there's more service to the divine spreading of love. Like there's more of that. And I'm not saying any other path is wrong or necessarily even more right, but I just feel like that's probably what is being attracted to these readings. Service to others during these times are literally never forgotten. I mean, by the people that are helped. Of course, it's not what you're doing it for. In a way, it's a little selfish because we're actually doing it for ourselves. If you think about it. It's okay, though. It's the best kind of selfish is I want to feel good by helping you. It's fine. That's great. Because if they're feeling good and you're empathetic, then you're feeling their energy. And that's why that is what it is. Slingshot came out. I did see Slingshot. Yeah, number 5, which is changes, right? Tension, strain, sudden anxiety, pressure, launch, stressed, pull, set in emotion, focus, force, change, pulled in opposite directions, ready, aim, fire. Oh, and it looks like you're going towards this energy. There's the more party, confetti, celebration, feeling good. So balloons is fun, freedom, high vibe, relief, rising up, ascension, aspiration, success, joyful, higher perspective, cheerful, attaining goals, stress-free, independence, and let it go. So I've got one hand in my pocket. It's Alanis Morissette, by the way. I did say that, right? I hope I said that. Then we have chess, strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design. Yeah. Master plan, course of action, power play, game theory, consequence of actions. That's Saturn. I'll put that up there. It's full of those power moves, that energy. It doesn't always have to be. It just means that if you're going to make a move, it's going to have a pretty big consequence. Like, so that's what it's talking about. Big moves, big decisions. Wow. Wow. It looks like they're talking about what you're being guided into, which is a new experience. A new experience. It could happen in these seasons, these zodiac seasons, because not everywhere in the world has got spring, but we have Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So, what was that? April, May, June. And that's exactly, though, 1 to 3 months, which is on the card. They're being crystal clear about the timing. 1 to 3 months. 1 to 3 months. You are being guided to something special in 1 to 3 months. Okay. Tell us a little more about this sun splendor. That would be nice. Give us some more information about what this new happy rainbow filled experience is going to be like. It's going to be like grapes. Wow, that's a good card to get. Abundance, bearing fruit, harvest. Can you see that? Harvest, prosperity, fertility, surplus, fullness, juicy, overindulged, tempting, goodness, plentiful, wealth, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You will be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Oh, okay. Oh, kerosene. I mean, it says Aries, so it might be something around April. During April. I don't know about this card. I'm going to have to get a clarifying card for it. So the kerosene card says aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined. I mean, you can look at all the good things is that something might blow up really big. Just takes a spark, right? You have all the ingredients, but if you don't have that, that's very telling in life. You can have all of the ingredients. You can have the fire starters. You could have even poured some kerosene. You could have some wood. You could have it chopped up in a certain way, and you could have kindling. Maybe it's the ones, you know, my dad used to make some with the newspaper. Those were always really cool to play with as a kid. Fire starters. But if you don't have a spark, if you don't have that passion, that spark, then it's not going to do anything. So, the kerosene is the fuel. You're the spark. This card can only get you so far. Let's see what they're talking about. We'll use the tarot to see what they're talking about. That was Kim Krans Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. And this is the 108 deck. This is the Circle of Life Tarot. Okay, tell us what kerosene is. Two of Wands reverse. Magician upright. Ace of Wands on the bottom. Six of Pentacles. So have the Magician. But we have... Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like this, because of this being a channeling for the groups, there is going to be discord, like within families, within teams that, I don't know if they're ever working well together, but this is saying that if it's related to the kerosene, then it's related to events that will feel unstable and be really focused on money or how something isn't working very well, and it could have the purpose of, like, a fire here, a fire there, the eye on the fly, like to keep you not focused on what it is that you're wanting to manifest. So with the Magician, dealing with people that might not be exactly for your success or helping, maybe they don't realize they're not helping, or maybe it's going to be a unfair currency issue for a while. Whatever it is, don't let it distract you from the Magician energy, because you still have that ability to create. These are associated with the kerosene. They're things that will provoke, try to accelerate or ignite and stop people from working well together. That's literally what they're saying. So you have to focus here on your Magician, that you're being guided to use the Magician energy, meaning you can create whatever you want here with this energy. Yeah, discord, trying to cause discord and kind of knocking people's focus off. That's really what I'm getting with that. But you are the Magician, and it is in the upright, so I see you being able to navigate this just fine. Tell me angel number to close out this reading. 777. Whoa, and 555. Those are big. Those are big. 777 says your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. And 555, a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. Oh, path's direction. You can't have me end on that. Tell us about the path's direction change. What time do I have? I have a minute? Okay. Tell me about the path direction change, please. 555. Tell me about 555. Good. All right, chocolate. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance. Look what's on the bottom. I'll show it to you in a second. Smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff. That's your change of... Yay! That's your change of path. Fine dining, doing things right, elevated mood. And roses, love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion, fond, delighted, high emotional EQ, gifts, friendship, infatuated, enchanted, passion, fidelity, tender, yearning, attached. This is part of your path change. Okay, sending you love and light.